Like, he's already eaten through this Resonant Shield. He's already in an awkward position. Fortunately for him, there's no support here to steal Water Runes, but doesn't feel happy about the game.
Yeah. I feel like Void Spirits should still do fine. And if you get level 6 before this, oh, Kaka actually gone.
Bye-bye, Kaka. He's... All right. Lizard.
What?
Dust got first blood on his Ursa. They got 3 bounty runes. Okay.
We failed twice, but third time is the charm.
Mid lane, we might have a quick kill onto the techies. The first Sinister Gaze of the game will be utilized. PYW instead will actually walk away. They leave Emo in the meat grinder instead, but he turns around. 3 hero blast off. Will get the kill onto the Void Spirit, but he does still end up dead. Gifting Kaka a double kill on his Phoenix. Well, that was fun to see. Great blast off. It looked really cool. DY gonna come in. Doesn't get off the Sinister Gaze because the Stone Gaze comes first, but Kaka will be very happy to commit the Supernova for this one. There's the Sinister Gaze. Look at the range on that spell. Are you kidding me? They will be able to get the Medusa shield down.
No.
She does have 14 one charges, so she is still alive. And here comes Emo, looking for the turnaround directly onto Ghost. QIQX is the first one to die, and they really want more out of this fight as Paparazzi also makes a presence known. Taking out this Medusa, they follow up with PYW. Ghost gets himself a double. Emo looking for revenge, trying to kill Ghost. Ghost will survive by the skin of his teeth.
Slark and Phoenix have left.
This could actually be really good for IG here. If they're able to get a quick kill and then get into the pit uninterrupted, could be quite good for them.
Damn, DY.
DY, dude, what a player. He is definitely not under any influence right now. He is on it. Kaka managing to get off the Supernova. Doom applied to the Ursa, but he does manage to destroy the egg first. Beautiful Stone Gaze from Shangyu on the back end of the fight. Starting up these heroes. They've corralled them all inside, but here comes Ghost. He wants to clean up house right now, taking out the techies, but the rest of his team is falling all around him. Dust with a double kill already. They're body blocking him, trying to stop the pounce away. They will not manage to do so, but they still have the catch up and they still have the kill. A triple for Dust on his Ursa, a massive team fight win for IG, and a reward of the Roshan that they're gonna claim once they... man, I love Dota. Everything just stacks up upon each other to create a symphony of chaos. Beautiful to see. In this game, though, we might have another one because they're coming in for Xtreme Gaming, looking for QIQX. At the same time, though, Dust jumping in onto DY. QIQX will still end up dead, though, and doomed up for good measure, but he got off the Enrage first. Emo jumping into the middle of the fight. He wants DY, but he's falling so low while he's here. Will give up the Aegis with the Chain Frost bouncing around, and they now jump onto Dust. But yet again, 3 heroes caught in with the blast off. It bought some time, but it's not going to be enough. As they end up losing the Ursa. Emo jumping now onto Paparazzi with the help of Shangyu. They almost kill off this Void Spirit.
They still want to go. It's kind of hard to go onto this high ground, especially versus techies, right? Like he just loves playing around the Twin Gate.
We saw this yesterday, though. This big wraparound coming in from Xtreme Gaming. We've seen this from them so many times, and they will find QIQX and kill him off. He does have buyback, however, but it's going to come too late to save the Medusa. She's already been doomed up. They really want to find this kill. Global Silence will now be applied, but they have all their efforts focused on killing the Snake Lady, and they will succeed in doing so. Will IG be able to avenge her as they buy back? But now there's no global. Medusa will return, but their team fight prowess is not nearly as strong. They even expended BKB and Enrage in that fight.
Okay. Like, they're missing some things, right? But so are Xtreme Gaming. PYW, though, Glimmer keeps himself.
It's okay for now. He has a mech to pop, but he's not going to be able to do it as he dies off. At the same time, though, the blast off setup into some more damage from Emo and Ghost might enable him to take the rest of the fight. Dust thinking about going deeper in. Shangyu pop the Stone Gaze to zone back Xtreme Gaming. But Emo, though, does no escape, gets killed off by JT with the Infernal Blade. No buyback either. QIQX also gets caught into by the rest of the XG lineup. And now this lone Medusa doing her best to run away. But not only will she not be able to do so, she is going to die back. The space has opened up not just for Roshan, but to do whatever the hell they want on the map. Xtreme Gaming starting to look unstoppable.
Yeah, really.
They're looking towards getting themselves into the third and final major of the year. They missed Lima. They made a presence in Berlin. Didn't go that well. So they want to guarantee TI qualification. But now they're going top and they're going to find Dust. Ghost acting as a port point for JT. Easily able to mop up this Ursa.
PYW.
And PYW also gets caught out. And I don't think he's going to be allowed to blast off here. He got caught midair. so he will be killed off on the ground. 2 heroes fall. That should be at least one tier 2 tower through the mid lane. And do they have the regularity that PYW has been finding multiple hero blast-offs? It better help. And Doom is gonna get found out right now, but just pops BKB. His team is actually miles away from him, and they still lack confidence they can take this fight. And they are correct, because the team has very high mobility. And here they are. Paparazzi, holy shit, blows up PYW with the Astral Step. And they do the same to this Ursa. What the hell just happened? Doom now applied onto this Medusa. She gets caught in by the Harpoon, newly picked up by Ghost. Paparazzi with the DD rune goes onto QIQX, comes back for the Medusa, turns it into a 4-hero wipe. Emo at the very least jumping in, looking for Kaka. Does get him. Gets jumped on though. And JT, it was a trap. He has another one ready to go. Throws it in onto Emo, and Emo will be killed off. Paparazzi with the triple.
No creeps.
More attributes for Slark. But there are no creeps, so they can't turn this into a lane of racks.
Yeah, very unknown Ursa. It does change things a little bit. He can try to scale, but I have a feeling at this point, he just doesn't right-click fast enough anyway. DY, perfect positioning once again. And the Spire, just amazing. Will die though. All that said.
Yes, buyback, he's fine. He's happy to do it. Whoever TP coming in onto Paparazzi, JT and the boys might still want to take this fight, and they jump directly onto the Medusa. DY does buy back. QIQX throws in the global silence, but Medusa's life will not be saved by this, as she is going to get one click down by a Ghost and killed off. PYW now also in danger, as Ghost is able to finish him off too, and Ghost now going onto this Ursa. Dust cannot fight Paparazzi as he gets killed off. Kaka throws out the supernova on the bot back Medusa. She popped the stone gate to try and escape, but she really wishes she was anywhere else right now, as she got jumped on by Ghost, killed off by XG, and that might just be a second lane of racks and potentially the end of game number 1.
Yep.
He's one of their biggest defenders, so they need him right now.
I feel like they can definitely take another side. They can even take this fight after the Ursa is back. They still have Doom, remember, so it's not that easy. They have cheese on Void Spirit. I don't think they're losing fights any longer, by the way. Maybe Lich or Phoenix might die, but even they are so difficult to kill off. So much armor. Phoenix has an AC, by the way. He's had it for a long time now. Lich as well.
AC Shivas.
Yeah, Lich with Pavis, with Solar Crest, GG. Yeah, they're just not winning a single fight. It's not happening.
My boy JT does the right thing, buys the Divine Rapier just before the game ends.
Yeah.
Being thrown to the wolves here. Worked out last time around that they ended up doing this up against some pretty strong opposition. Let's see how it goes here in game 2 though, as we have our first start breaking out. QIQX found a very decent Venomous Gale, but he's losing too much HP. They need to get the Venom out of here. They can't do it, so he does end up dead. First blood drawn by Xtreme Gaming. And let's see if they get these. Falling a little bit behind on that regard, but he should still be A-okay himself. What do you want to see him build, actually, Underlord, now that he is playing from the mid lane? Is that going to change his usual progress and itemization?
Like, if you click on him, he's queuing up QIQX first. We're gonna salute this brave Venomancer as he bites the dust once again. But the dust himself, I don't know, he's queued up some bracers, some Vanguard, some Arcane Boots. I thought maybe Atos wouldn't be that bad for some extra catch. You know, like the good old Underlord with Atos. In a game such as this one, bottom lane DY.
Bottom. All right, well, we knew this was coming.
Yeah.
Timber chain into him. And now it does not get any easier from this point out, because not only do they have perfect, like you find the perfect rune at the perfect time, you find the perfect camps, every smoke gank works out, your supports are de-warding perfectly every time. It's magical.
Yeah, for now though,
Feels good.
Hadouken will be used more for stacking. QYQX meanwhile will be used for
Dead
killing.
again.
Yeah.
That's actually quite a big problem. He's died several times. Need to find some revenge here. Dust does get the Pit of Malice out onto DY, and they enable the catch-up and the kill. So 4th death on the Venomancer. Only the 2nd on the Techies, but we finally do get to see Dust down bottom. Kaka knows he's here. Will Kaka be able to find him? Waveform comes too soon. He's still chasing, but I don't think he'll be able to close the gap.
Maybe someone else.
Turns
Let's
around
see.
for a right click. Somebody else might get there and get caught out instead. QIQX might volunteer himself. He gets blasted off into, but now Emo, he goes back in for the fight as they come in with Dust on his Underlord. They kill off Kaka. They get the Bramble Maze out onto DY as well, and this techie should end up falling, granting a double towards the Water Boy. And they still can go back middle to defend the tier 1 tower. Great play coming in from IG right there.
The illusions which are completely, by the way, left unchecked. Naga has been farming up. She's on top of the network. She's got Manta. Orchid will be completed in a minute as well.
Speaking of, Orchid could have been used necessarily in this mid lane. Paparazzi found a beautiful Searing Chains combo and they got the blast off and they turn that into 2 kills. Emo, though, shows up looking for some revenge. Will be able to take over the Ember Spirit form and secure a kill at the very least on the techies. Unfortunately, though, his team will not be alive for him to help him out. So 3 heroes will fall, and finally, this mid tower, whilst they're all busy down bottom.
They might
and
catch
it does look
still.
like he's gonna be able to get himself away here. Maybe not. They caught up to him with Paparazzi, silencing him off as Ghost as well. The Ravage stalls him up too, and they should be able to finish him off. He's still alive somehow. He gets lassoed for this as well. Massive Pit of Malice coming in from Dust onto absolutely everybody, and Emo's not freaking dead. Now here's the turnaround from IG, and as Kaka and JT die, they realize they need to get the hell out of here. But Ghost, doesn't have a TP. He doesn't have a way out. He doesn't have a life. He does have an Aegis, however, so he will respawn on the spot. But I imagine that just means he'll die on the spot as well. DY thinking potentially about a big blast off. He wants to go back in. Ghost is trying to hold his own. Ghost is trying to stand his ground. But the ground itself will not stand with him. As he dies, IG get 4, and the man who drew it all, Emo, is somehow still alive.
Fiend's Gate.
So it counts down. It's supposed to elapse on the... I see.
Yeah, it's supposed to elapse on 0. So Twin Gate is basically Fiend's Gate.
I see. That makes sense. Well, we're not going to have a Fiend's Gate this fight, but we're all going to have a jump onto Timbersaw, and Kaka almost immediately regrets it. The Lotus Orb does come out. They save the Timber, and they kill off the Batrider. How does the rest of this fight go? Timber going in onto DY right now, looking for the techies. Dimmercape buying a little bit of time, but eventually they do get the kill. Venomancer finding some of these slows onto the cores that remain for XG, forcing the Ghost to song, but the Terrorize comes clutch from PYW, and now they stalled up Ghost with Emo's Ember Spirit form. JT forced into a Ravage, but it's not going to help at all. They are all still going to end up dead here, I think. JT trying to TP out, Adapter Strike cancels it, and they are going to try kill him off onto the Side Hunter. As he dies, the Naga Siren running north. She's trying to get out of here, but she does not have any legs, so she cannot sprint. So as she dies, that's a 4-hero wipe. IG.
She's done a lot of stacking and stuff with it, but besides that, what did it accomplish, really?
Cool stuff happened. Lasso goes on onto Dust. They drag in the Thunderlord, but they do not have the damage to kill him. That Ravage, though, is really good. That's going to set them up, and the Terrorize comes too late. So Dust does end up dead with QIQX. Emo fighting with the Satanic, standing his ground, forced to waveform back. Still has an Aegis for another 35 seconds, but Paparazzi wants to chase him. And they do get the stuns out necessary to kill off the first life of the Morphling, but it almost kills Paparazzi in the process. Survives by the skin of his teeth. Literally 100 HP. As he does die, though, Dagon down by Shangyu. Emo has been left alone here. He's in between Ghost and JT, and they will not be able to kill him as he waveforms away. They popped a song from Ghost, trying to chase as much as possible, but they will not catch up to the Morphling. They do find Timber, but Timber is not easy to kill. He blinks back in, kills off Kaka. And honestly, I don't know if he dies here. 5k HP, they buy back on Batrider. Great plays from Ghost. Will be able to get off the Song of the Siren, TP out, and it's not going to be in jeopardy anymore.
Did you see how close he was to get caught? Hold that thought, Timber.
Kaka, I don't think Kaka has a Manta, so he won't be given as much luck, but he does have Firefly. Going on to the high ground, but he gets chased in by the Smurfling, and that's going to expose the positioning of DY as well. Yule Scepter into the air, prevents the TP out, and that ends off his life and opens up Roshan for the side of IG. Fortunately for Xtreme, the big man is not up yet.
Yeah, fortunately, he's not up yet. And right now, it's not going to be that easy to stop them. Oh, Lasso is good.
They get a Lasso out onto the Morphling, but this hero does have an Aegis, even if they do manage to kill him. Emo, losing his first life, will eventually get taken down. Dust and the boys are on the high ground as the tier 3 will fall. Can they protect Morphling as he comes back? With the BKB, goes in onto DY, mops him up very quickly. Song of the Siren will be utilized by Naga. Catching 4 here. JT, will he follow up with the Ravage? Yes, he does.
No.
But it's too soon. So it misses completely.
Oh, no.
JT will get killed off for this. The Dagon zaps him away. Naga Siren, she passed BKB. She did her best, but with the BKB finishing, she's gonna get hexed up and very easily killed off by the remnants of IG. Pit of Malice allows her to see some hope, get a little bit of healing from the fountain, but it might not keep her alive for this game. There's a triple kill for Shangye. They might go for the Ultra now as they look for the Naga's life. Do they get it? Give it to him. Give it to him. Oh no, Emo steals it away, but it does not matter. It's a team wipe. It's a GG call, and it's game number 3 in this major deciding game here in the China DPC. IG, show us what they're made of.
Yeah, IG, they mix things up once again in the first.
My favorite hero. Or at least in my top 5. It's like, if you know anything about me, you know that Juggernaut, Techies, Naga, Morphling, Tinker, love all this stuff. Bottom, Techies does get off a blast off onto PYW. That's going to give them the first blood as Ghost manages to spin down the Batrider. Secure some bonus gold in the lane.
Just as I wanted to say, like, he might not be your favorite.
Thing to witness, top lane. JT might be in some danger here. He's at half HP. PYW does show up. Instead, putting pressure onto Kaka with the Firefly. He has wind run, but should still end up dead. Off the back of this, nice little shackle shot to buy some time. But PYW just needs one more right click, and they do end up finding the kill. JT thinking about revenge, but he needs to be careful. QIQX is here. If JT Timber chains forward, not the direction he really wants to go. Techies is here, looking for the blast off potential. Finds the stun. No, he doesn't. Flame break back from PYW. Ensures he doesn't get caught. Now DY, he's the one that's in danger. Doesn't have any boots. Does dodge the blood grenade, but will still end up dead no matter what. And it will be +2 for QIQX. He has the Glaives of Wisdom, baby. Stealing that intel.
Emo, mid lane, dropped also very, very low as Kaka rotated in. The shackle
himself is still finding decent amounts of farm. The person who's not finding farm in this game at the moment is Shangye. Really struggling with the network department. But this is what you expect from a Brewmaster. Once you get level 6, though, things get a lot easier for you in this game. DY will end up getting brought down here. PYW and Emo do get that kill. And they might want more out of Paparazzi. They're trying to reach him. They're not going to be able to do so. While all this is happening, we had a first Brewmaster split of the game being committed down in the bottom side of the map. Ghost has already used the spin. It's up and again in 8 seconds. Can he get himself out of here? He throws in the GG slash just to buy space and time. Can he get out? Oh, Boulder will be there. One more right click. Shangye gets him just as the Brew split ends. And Ghost will end up dead 1v1 against Shangye's Brewmaster.
Right, that's why Medusa as well.
Like you mentioned in the draft, we've seen FY do miracles with the Diffuser Blade on Wind Ranger into Medusa. However, you still have to be able to get to her to hit her down. Mid lane, they want to try and reach Shangye, but do they actually have enough to kill him? They do indeed. They bring him down. Global Silence was popped for this as well. Emo looking for the Sonic Wave potentially. He does find it onto 2. PYW wanted the lasso, and it does come off, but unfortunately, it comes off on the hero that was going to die anyway. So they get 1 for 1, but the one that was traded off, super important for their game. And they had to pop Global for this, and Sonic Wave. They might not be done. No shackle shot onto Emo. Emo just went headlong into that. Gets shackled and killed instantly by Kaka.
What did you do?
Oh no.
It's okay. And because of that, they still will smoke up.
UIW is the one that needs to lead the charge as he has the Blink Dagger. We'll catch a glimpse on Kaka. They know where he's at, but he's not the one they want. They'll settle for him, though. There's nothing else to claim. And they'll find both himself and DY, in fact. Easy kill onto Kaka with the Sonic Wave. DY killed off with some right clicks from Dust. And that was also the reveal of this Aghanim Scepter from the Queen of Pain in that fight. So lots of damage. I guess he also wants some stats for himself. Doesn't want to be in that position where you can kill enemies, but if you get caught, you just die. Let's see if they can kill Brewmaster. Global Silence will be there, and they're going to activate the Global with the Aghanims from Medusa as well with the Stone Gaze. They should be able to take this fight. Timbersaw falling very low. Timber Chain doesn't connect, so he ends up dead to the Sonic Wave of Emo. Yule Scepter into the air of Ghost. There's not the Yule, it's the Storm Panda. with the Cyclone, throws in another Cyclone onto this Void Spirit. Kaka, low HP. Kaka looking like he's gonna die. Emo gets a double here, and now they want to go further into the fight. Paparazzi, though, trying to create some space. He gets lassoed by PYW, brought in towards the tier 2 tower, but more importantly, away from the Medusa. At the same time, Ghost trying to run from Shangyu and Emo, and he gets found out and killed off. 4-for-1 exchange here. The Aegis does also get taken away. And a massive fight for IG around. An illusion from this Medusa will give them the information that this is happening. That precipitates the TP from Emo. And I think it's going to signal that we're back into stalemate territory because both teams smoke. Both teams are going to fight for vision. And both teams are going to struggle to find the first jump. I say that, but QIQX gets taken down.
Does have
buyback. Okay. PYW use Firefly as well. So this is not just the life of the Silencer, but the spells for the bat. Timbersaw going a little bit forward as well. It's going to eat some Shadow Strikes. They're going to be a very big jump coming in from PYW. They kill off this Wind Ranger. Global Silence utilized as well as JT. He's getting gone on. He's stuck in between all of these IG heroes and will get killed off. Paparazzi jumps in looking for revenge. Brings down the Bat Rider. But Dust is standing his ground and leashing out this damage. Right-clicking through DY's life as well, who's also forced to buy back. Ghost in the meantime, tossed in the air by the Cyclone of Shangye. He needs to get out of here with the spin. Does he have a TP? He does. He doesn't use it though. As he might want to come back into the fight.
Still has Omni Slash, remember. Could still go on someone here, let's see.
Look, maybe go into the Silencer. It would be a dieback if he goes down, but the same would be true of JT. Omni Slash does now finally go in. We see Ghost going, but it's not enough damage here. DY about to die back. Ghost needs to run the hell away, and he's TPing out, abandoning the rest of his lineup. He is allowed to leave. I'm not so sure about everybody else, as they now catch up to JT. Void Spirit TP's out in front of his face, and JT is, to his credit, dealing a lot of damage, but unable to finish anybody off. He dies. It turns into an almost team wipe, and IG, they won't get the night. What can they take? They don't have any positive vision for themselves. They might come across PYW. Drop an Observer Ward, but he's already retreated. And to make matters worse, QIQX waiting in the wings with the Global Silence.
Killing him off would be perfect. He doesn't have buyback now.
Okay, they do get a quick pick, and that was Global used. If they can get out of here, this is huge. And they do indeed survive this. There's a Hex, though, going on onto JT. JT falling so low. His Sonic Wave brings him even lower. He is still alive for now. Shangyu goes in with the ultimate. The Stone Gaze is also out from the Medusa, and they're isolating Ghost. They're leaving JT alone for now. Omni Slash will come in from Ghost, though. It's going to be a lot of damage. They take away Medusa's shield. The Focus Fire was there with the Wind Ranger as well. And she's eventually gone. Once she comes back, though, do they have what it takes for the second round? IG still have their core standing around, even though they lost their supports. There's a Cyclone up onto this Wind Ranger of Kaka. Emo gets some damage out. The Scream of Pain will be there, and they are going to be able to finish him off.
Yeah, straight
no
onto the high
buybacks for
ground.
anybody.
Exactly, no buybacks, no Omni Slash. Void Spirit can join the fight a little bit, and he'll have to if they want to keep this side alive, but that's just not realistic at this point. MKB together on Medusa with the Daedalus, with the Hex. If you approach, you're most likely dead. I feel like the fight went even better. The beginning of the fight, they did get globaled, but they took down Bat Rider immediately.
Let's see what they get here. They got a 2-hero blast off, but unfortunately, these heroes are just too squishy. DY is already gone. Ghost is here throwing in some right clicks, but they don't care about this Juggernaut. They just look at him and say, okay, now what, boss? He has to retreat. Shiva's God slows him down. Shangyu is on top of him. And with the Sonic Wave to finish him off and no buybacks available, GG is called. Xtreme Gaming throw in the towel. Invictus Gaming get the W. They are going to the Bali Major. But more importantly, they have restored Lizard's faith in the organization.
Yeah.